Overlord, this is Saber. We are 3 clicks from the target. Copy that, Saber. All eyes show a clear run. Maintain your current heading. Copy, Captain Joshua Floyd replied. Command saw no threats, but Floyd knew better than to relax. He had been on missions that had gone from still water to a Category 5 hurricane in the blink of an eye. He checked his radar display and confirmed what he'd been told. No obvious threats. The engines of his MV-22B Osprey hummed reassuringly as he guided the aircraft low over the pitch-black mountainous terrain. They were flying dark with low infrared in the cabin and cockpit. Floyd used the contours of the illuminated heads-up display to pick out his flight path. He'd rehearsed the mission endlessly. Cross the Pakistan border near Shamshah, drop low into the Mangwal Valley, and fly north over the mountains of Nuristan, deep into Afghan territory, toward Nangalam and their target. Floyd knew every crease and wrinkle in the rugged terrain, and guided the Osprey with a deftness of touch that meant the Green Beret unit in the main cabin were hardly stirred. "Looking good," said Nat Porter, Floyd's co-pilot. "Give them the 60, Floyd responded. Nat had the winning smile of a college quarterback. He flashed it now, flipping the cabin-ready light from red to green. "Colonel Elmore, 60 seconds to target," Nat said over the radio, and turned to give Elmore the ready signal. An index finger wound rapidly through the air. Floyd glanced over his shoulder and saw 16 heavily armed men in black tactical uniforms run through their final equipment and weapons checks. Colonel Sam Elmore, a grizzled veteran who was used to wrestling death into submission, gave Floyd a thumbs up. He pulled the Osprey into a gentle climb, tracking the gradient of the final hill about 200 feet above ground level. As they neared the apex of the ridge, he throttled back to reduce airspeed. There was a moment of inertia as the aircraft leveled out. Then came a stomach-churning change of direction as Floyd allowed gravity to take hold and pull them into the valley on the other side. 30 seconds, he said into the radio. Floyd slowed further and began the rotor tilt. The propellers, which had been configured as a plane, shifted as the motors on each wing ground them out of position, turning the aircraft into a dual-rotor helicopter, capable of a pinpoint landing. Floyd looked ahead to see their target, a compound of 4 low rectangular buildings, each about the size of 2 school buses. 10 seconds, he said. 10 seconds, Elmore repeated over the radio. "Saber, you are a go mission," Command informed them. "Copy that, Overlord," Floyd acknowledged. Intelligence reports suggested their mission objective was located in the building that lay to the east of the compound, and Floyd had rehearsed setting the bird down within 20 yards of the structure. He banked slightly, dropped to within 50 feet of the deck, and lowered the landing gear. 5 seconds, he said. 5, Elmore confirmed. The simple concrete building stood like gray teeth against the black sky and seemed to grow larger as the Osprey swept in. Floyd's heart started racing when he saw a flash of light off to his left. For the briefest moment, the silhouette of a man was illuminated against the southernmost building. Floyd recognized the unmistakable shape of a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher and watched with horror as the projectile traced a line through the sky heading directly for them. "Brace! Brace! Brace!" he yelled as he banked starboard. "Brace for impact!" He knew any attempt to outmaneuver the projectile at this range was futile, so he dropped the bird down and killed engine power. If they were going to get hit, being closer to the ground would increase their chances of survival. Floyd could see the rocket approaching fast and quickly elevated the port wing in an attempt to keep the impact away from the fuselage. The rocket hit the port engine, and the explosion sent the aircraft spinning. Floyd felt the landing gear snap as the aircraft thudded onto the ground.